6 a.m. Your Jack Russell is standing at the back door. Vibrating. Not wagging. Vibrating. Full body tremor. Muscles locked. Eyes fixed on the door handle. You are still in bed. You will get up in 20 minutes. The dog has been standing there since 5:47. It knows. It has known since the light changed angle on the kitchen floor. And every second you stay in bed is a second this dog is being denied its purpose. That vibration is not excitement. It is a pressure cooker with no release valve. 3 things by the end of this video. The exact behavior that triggers genuine rage in Jack Russells. Not annoyance, rage. The household sound that puts their nervous system into fight mode. And the one thing you do every single evening that your dog considers a personal betrayal. Number 1. Slow walks. A Jack Russell on a leash behind a person scrolling their phone is a Formula One car stuck behind a tractor. This is not an exaggeration. The Jack Russell's natural cruising speed is roughly 8 to 10 kilometers per hour. The average human walking pace is 4.8. You are moving at half the speed this dog was built for. But speed is not even the real issue. The real issue is purpose. A Jack Russell does not walk to walk. It walks to patrol, to scan, to investigate, to track. Every walk is a mission briefing that never arrives. The dog pulls, you pull back. The dog stops to smell, you yank. The dog spots a squirrel, you hold. Every single natural behavior is being interrupted, corrected, denied. The result is leash frustration, which veterinary behaviorists classify as a genuine welfare concern, not a training gap. A 2020 study from the University of Bristol measured cortisol in terrier breeds before and after controlled leash walks at human pace versus off-leash sessions of equal duration. The leash walks produced cortisol spikes 37% higher. The dogs were more stressed after the walk than before it. Number 2. Being picked up. Your Jack Russell is not a toy. It is not a baby. It is a working terrier with 4 functional legs and a 200-year genetic conviction that the ground belongs to it. When you scoop up a Jack Russell, you remove 3 things simultaneously: its mobility, its ability to flee, and its dignity as a predator. Pick up a golden retriever. It goes limp. It accepts. Pick up a Jack Russell and watch what happens. The body stiffens, the legs paddle, the head twists to find an exit angle. This is not playfulness. This is a prey animal response, inverted. The dog that hunts is now being held like something that is hunted. Research from the Companion Animal Welfare Council shows that small terrier breeds exhibit significantly higher stress markers during involuntary lifting than large breed dogs. The Jack Russell's stress response to being picked up is closer to a cat's than to a Labrador's. Number 3. Dressing them up. Hats, sweaters, costumes, Halloween outfits. Every single one of these is a restraint system applied to a dog that was bred to squeeze through underground tunnels with millimeters of clearance. The Jack Russell's spatial awareness is extraordinary. It knows exactly where its body ends and the environment begins. A costume disrupts that proprioceptive map. The dog cannot feel its edges. It cannot judge whether it fits through a gap. It cannot shake properly. It cannot scratch. It cannot scratch. This is not vanity. This is sensory deprivation. The dog is not embarrassed. It is disoriented. Number 4. The vacuum cleaner. Most dogs dislike the vacuum. Jack Russells declare war on it. This is not fear. The frequency range of a standard upright vacuum cleaner sits between 200 and 1000 Hz. The Jack Russell's peak auditory sensitivity falls between 500 and 8000 Hz. The vacuum is not just loud to your dog. It is loud at the exact frequency range where their hearing is most acute. But frequency is half the story. The other half is movement pattern. The vacuum moves across the floor in unpredictable, sweeping arcs. It approaches, it retreats. It approaches from a different angle. To a prey-driven brain, this is the movement signature of a large ground predator. The Jack Russell does not hate the vacuum because of the noise. It hates the vacuum because, to its ancient software, a large, noisy thing is sweeping toward it across the ground, and the human seems completely unconcerned. Number 5. Being left out of decisions. You are heading for the front door. You pick up your keys. You put on shoes. Your Jack Russell is already at the door, tail up, ready, and you say, "Stay," and walk out alone. You just held a meeting, made a plan, executed the first steps of that plan in full view of your teammate, and then told your teammate they are not invited. For a breed that spent 2 centuries as a working partner, not a pet, this is not mild disappointment. This is exclusion from the operation. The keys, the shoes, the door. Every step is a cue that triggers anticipatory dopamine. The stay command collapses that entire neurochemical sequence in one syllable. The fix is not bringing the dog everywhere. The fix is not performing departure cues in front of a dog you intend to leave behind. Put your shoes on in the garage. Pick up your keys after the dog has been redirected. Remove the preview of the mission it will not be joining. Number 6. Inconsistent rules. The Jack Russell is allowed on the couch on Tuesday, not on Wednesday. On Thursday, the other person in the house lets it up. On Friday, that person yells at it for being on the couch. The dog has now received 4 different verdicts on the same behavior in 4 days. Jack Russells do not process ambiguity well. Their working history required clear, binary instructions. Go or stay. Left or right. Dig or wait. A dog that received mixed signals underground could die in a collapsed tunnel. The breed's cognitive firmware is built for clarity. When rules shift, the dog does not become confused. It becomes defiant. It picks the interpretation that serves its interest and commits to it. This is not stubbornness. This is a rational agent operating in an irrational environment. It's number 7, ignoring their offerings. Your Jack Russell dropped a dead bird on your pillow. Or a sock. Or a very specific rock from the garden. You recoiled, you yelled, you threw it away. You just rejected a gift from an animal that spent the last 20 minutes selecting, retrieving, and presenting it to you with genuine ceremony. The Terrier gift offering is not random. Studies on Terrier breed cognition from Duke University's Canine Cognition Center show that Terriers are among the few breed groups that engage in selective gift giving. They do not bring the nearest object. They bring a specific item, often one that combines novelty with tactical interest. A new smell, an interesting texture, a small, dead thing. The dead bird on your pillow is not gross. It is a field report from a reconnaissance mission, delivered to your desk with pride. Here is the thread that connects all 7. The Jack Russell Terrier does not hate arbitrary things. It hates being misunderstood. Every item on this list is a moment where the owner treated a working dog like a decorative one, slowed it down, picked it up, dressed it up, ignored its intelligence, excluded it from action, changed the rules, rejected its contributions. But the Jack Russell was not designed for your lifestyle. It was designed for a specific job on a specific landscape 200 years ago. Everything it does, everything it hates, everything it demands makes perfect sense when you remember what it was built for. You cannot change the engineering. You can only decide whether to work with it or against it. One of those choices makes you both miserable. The other makes you partners. Subscribe to Russell Mind, because if you do not, your Jack Russell will wait until 3 a.m., carefully remove every single shoe from the rack by the front door, carry them one by one to the garden, bury them in 7 different locations, and then sit at the breakfast table looking at you like nothing happened. And you will never find the left sneaker. Ever.